Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com, and a really big shout out and welcome to our newest partner, TVC Mall. This is a full-on mall like Banggood and GearBest and Geek Buying and AliExpress even, with all kinds of products. What I found interesting about these guys is they had a few brand new things I've never seen anywhere else. Like from the department of why didn't they think of this a long time ago, today we'll be reviewing the Lemonda innovative do-it-yourself smartwatch. What's a do-it-yourself smartwatch? You're about to see. Let's bring the box over, then we'll go through the specs and everything. Here it is, DIY. By the way, Lemonda is TVC Mall's special exclusive brand. We're hoping to see a few other things here on this channel that are Lemonda branded. What you get in a do-it-yourself is a changeable bezel. Wow! Wow! How many times have you said, I love that smartwatch, I can't stand the bezel? Well, those days are over, at least with a limited selection, with this brand new watch that maybe will be a trendsetter for the future. You open it up and you don't even see the watch first, you see the accessories, and that's the way it should be, because this has never been done before like this. I've got little rings that we will be popping onto the watch to show you a different way of looking at it. Here's the watch itself. Here's the rest of the box. The charging cable, which is your standard 2-pin, 4-pin, 2-pin kind. USB connector on the other end. And when you pop it onto the bottom of the watch, 50-50 chance. Nope, the other way. Here we go. I got a connection right there. Wow, look at that. Carbon fiber back, heart rate monitor, removable bands. It's checking all the boxes, folks. Looks like it's going to be a really nice watch. We have a user's manual in here we like to page through during the unboxings. Whoa, this is a massive fold-out type in Chinese on this side. And looks like in English over here. Let's take a quick look at it. We're going to download the app for tethering with that QR code, or check the show notes. We'll have the connection there. Shows you charging across the top, about pairing with the app. Your basic smartwatch features. You have a key and a touch screen. And then we get into the other features. There's the sports mode, sleep mode, heart rate, training, blood pressure, blood oxygen. We will show you all of those. Some more of the features down here. Weather, so when you're tethered to your phone, you can bring in the current weather. Message reminders. Remote shutter, music player. Basically all the stuff you've come to know with a watch. It doesn't answer phone calls directly. It's not made for doing that. But you should be able to get messages and dismiss calls as they come through. So I haven't finished showing you the paperwork on this one. Got too excited about the new features. Let's look at the overall specs. Okay, it's an innovative 1.3-inch full-touch display with all of this stuff. The Foxconn factory is producing this one. IP67 waterproof. You got vibration remind, call reminder, and you can call reject from the watch. That's nice. Heart rate monitoring, sedentary, sleep monitoring. Yep. Pretty much a classic Android, or not Android, but basic smartwatch with some limited fitness and health features on it. Variety of languages are supported on here as well. But the really innovative thing is the way you can change out the bands and the bezel. Did I mention bands? Yeah, look what I got. I got a bunch of extra bands also that go along with this one. Now, check in the show notes. We'll let you know whether or not when you order it, you get the bands as well, or whether you have to order the bands separate. But in this package they sent me, I've got the whole complete set. So I'll be able to pick and choose and change and juggle a black, a silver, a blue, all of this. All right, we're going to charge it up and turn it on and run it through for you. Well, let's go over the sensors and the capabilities within the watch, and then we'll play around with the bezels. As you can see, it's got sort of a twist your wrist to show the time. It's more of a, if it's level, it will show the time. So I can activate it, but generally if I have it hovering straight up, it'll kind of come on by its own. Anyway, it's got that feature, and it's controllable through the Fit app. We've seen that app before, and that's the one the QR code brings up. So let's run through this. If I swipe down, any messages pushed to you from your phone will show up here that you've got activated once you're tethered to the Fit app. Okay, and it's staying there when I twist it and showing you the time of day, which is great. Come over here to this side. There's all your basic information, including power level. By the way, it's almost washed out here. I only on 3 level of brightness, so it's pretty much too bright. So let's take care of that. I come over here to this side. I can go into brightness, and I can lower this by tapping on it and going around the circle. There's level 1. There's level 2. Let's just run it on level 2 for a moment. Going to switch back here. While we're over here in this section, you see we've got a built-in timer with a really large display, which is awesome. Brightness, style are the different watch faces that we have in here. I've got that one, this colorful one here, and then this kind of strange one, which we're going to come back and talk about when we're into the app. So I got those 3 different watch faces. Then you've got reset, power off, and the QR code once again that you can scan. So if you lose the manual, you're not out of luck. Scan that with your phone. It'll take you to the link that'll get you to the Google Play Store. It'll get you to Fit, or just use the link in the show notes down below this video. And that's it. This loops around. So we've done that. We've looked over here. We've looked up here. The only thing left is scrolling down, and that's where all the goodies are. When I scroll down, I got my basic step count here. Then I've got a panel for sleep time as well, which I haven't worn it to bed, so I don't have that for you. Oops, it came back, but I touched it anyway. After that, you go into heart rate. It shows you your last heart rate reading, and if you tap and hold, it will activate the heart rate reading process. Then you've got a sports section, and if you go in here, you can pick any of the sports, walking, running, cycling, and all of these, including football, and it'll do you a computation of calories burned versus time. Plus, we'll see how that gets transferred over to the app. After sports is your blood pressure reading, your blood oxygen reading, and the weather forecast for tomorrow. It says you can change to Fahrenheit if you want to, which is awesome. You have the capability to set what city it's going to show the weather in as well. You've got shutter for your camera, so you can use this as a remote trigger. And then the last thing you got is a music player. And it won't loop around, unfortunately. It doesn't circle, so you got to press to get back to the watch face section again. And then you're back at the very top. It's a little bit sticky. I didn't want power off, sorry. There we go. Now it's working. And that's all of the loop of those things there. So let's take a look at the app. We've covered Fit quite a lot, so I'm not going to go into deep detail, but just to show you that it does live tether over. Here's my step count, heart rate, showing you where it is on the schedule, your bracket of your blood pressure, your overall blood oxygen, and the sporting activity. Whatever sports you've been in are reported here. Here was a 10-minute walk, and it's showing the information from that walk. That's all in your main page. In your secondary one, you've got all of this stuff for the Watch 6, which is what we tethered to. Pretty easy at the very beginning to do that. Here's where I wanted to show you something. I'm going into the watch face here, and there was that third one. If you've looked at any of the marketing literature, you'll recognize it does not look like that, actually. Here it is, and the time is sitting on top of the bird. Well, we don't want that, so I'm going to come, and this is how it was shipped to me, folks. I'm going to take the time position and move it down below, and it's going to move it down here. And you could have the date above and below and all of that kind of stuff, and you can even change the color. What would go good with this? That yellow to go kind of contrasting with that there. And did it change automatically? No, not yet. I guess we have to select it. Oh no, that's going to select the picture that we're going to put in here. Is there a save button? There it is. Sorry, it's up here. Save. Okay. And now it's switched. So now the time is down at the bottom and it all looks fine. And that's one of the 3 watch faces that are supported here. If they have any more, they'll add them to the fit and it'll integrate with the watch. But right now you have those 3. You have notifications, alarms. There's that shutter button thing. In other, you've got find your device. You can set your times and units, do not disturb. Your sedentary reminders, all-day heart rate monitoring, twist your wrist to see the time, and set up a bracket so if you're going to sleep with it, it won't turn on during the night. There's the weather where you set everything up in centigrade or Fahrenheit. And if you're female, all of this stuff can be set up as well. Your physiological reminders based on your cycle information. That's all in there. And then, of course, upgrade. And lastly, your own profile and goals. And that's all part of the Fit app that integrates directly with the watch that has removable bezels. So let's pop this bezel off. We got pretty blue in here. Let's take the blue one, screw it back on with silver, bright silver on the side. And now I have a completely different watch. Black band, blue bezel. You want a different band? Okay. There we go. How's that? Very Cinco de Mayo-ish. We've got nice bright colors. We've got, of course, anything that you got on your watch face here. And we could change the main face if you wanted to as well. That's colorful. How about straight silver? You haven't seen that one yet. Pop that one on. Pop this one on. Can you see a market for this? All kinds of different bezels that you could put on. Silver, silver. Oh, no, you want a different band. All right. There. Now Grandpa can borrow your watch and go out for a run. All kinds of capabilities here. So what we're looking at is a do-it-yourself watch. Do-it-yourself little bezel attachments. These are a couple of plain ones, but obviously you can have a bezel that actually has the time markings on it. This is the one you got to be a little more careful with. You can have it off if you want to. Let's say you want to use it as a stopwatch on an analog thing. You can put your markers wherever you like. But if you want to use it properly, you're going to screw it down tight so that 12 o'clock is straight up and you're good to go. We have basically covered all of the different options. There's a couple more different bands and colors that you can get with it. But all in all, it's a sports fitness watch with a lot of the health features like heart rate, blood pressure, blood oxygen, coming to us from TVC Mall, our newest partner, in their personal line of Lemonda. And it's the DIY smartwatch, 1.3 inch. Great price, and I might even have a good coupon for you as well. So check the show notes at the very bottom of your video or wherever you find it on your tablet or your phone, and click the link there to take you right over to the buying page for TVC Mall. Welcome to our new partners. Thanks for your thumbs up on the videos, and we hope to see more innovative watches like this in the future. So guys, have you heard of Roll Me? Me either. How about Tebow? Yeah, heard of Tebow. Well, Roll Me is a brand new watch company. This is their brand new Android smartwatch with 50-meter and 48-hour waterproofing, a dock that goes along with it, all kinds of bells and whistles. They're sending out a review copy, but they were so excited they wanted me to share a little bit about it on any video, so I'm tagging this on to the end of this video. You can have a quick look at it. If you want to see more, this is where Tebow comes in. Tebow is a great guy who's got access, apparently, to kind of a lot of the inner China videos of watches that are coming up before they go out globally. Going to have a link down below to his YouTube channel. You're going to want to subscribe to that and hit the bell so you get notified like I do of things that are coming before we even know they're coming. Roll me. It's the S08, and I'll have a lot more about it coming up soon. All right?